I'm Deanna Zacabrous from Songwriting Lessons Online, and today I'm going to show you the best, quickest and most effective way to learn the notes on the fretboard. I've never seen this anywhere else online. It's something that I've developed over 20 years of teaching guitar, and it has worked from children of 6 all the way to retirement age learners. It can work for you too. Sometimes people think that it is going to take a long time and be very arduous to learn the notes on the fretboard. That is not the case. You do not have to exert yourself or dedicate a whole lot of time to it to make quick progress on learning the notes. So if you've tried something in the past and failed and it's become a bit of a sore point, take hope. It's definitely true that staring at the fretboard and just trying to memorize the notes does not work well. When you do it the way that I'm about to show you, you won't even really necessarily notice yourself memorizing the notes consciously. You will simply get to know where they are. And if you do this for sort of 3-5 minutes, 2-3 times a week, within a few weeks, you'll know the fretboard. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take a fretboard diagram that's going to show us all the natural notes. We won't worry about the sharps or flats yet. You're going to take string 6, and you're going to see here that we have a set of words, and these words are made using the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which is the names of the notes. So we have only those letters. And so you're going to take each word and you're going to find it on that string using your fretboard diagram. So if I've got the word cafe, I'm going to play C at the 8th fret. I'm going to play A at the 5th fret. I'm going to play F at the 1st fret. I'm going to play E at the 12th fret. Where you've got an open string, try and use the 12th fret. And that's it. You do this, read a certain number of words, find a certain number of words, and you'll start finding you get to know where the notes are, especially if you do this a few days in a row. Once you know one string with the diagram, start doing it without the diagram and move on to another string. Once you know a couple of strings, you can amplify things and make them go faster by finding each note in the word on both of the strings. So for cafe, 8th fret on string 6, 3rd fret on the string 5, 5th fret, 12th fret, etc. You don't have to do it on adjacent strings, you could do it on any 2 strings. So actually that approach of finding one note on multiple strings, I didn't come up with that. That is something that exists in other fretboard systems and it's very effective as well. But the note words takes it up several notches. So if you just do this from string 6 to string 1, you will know all the strings in a few weeks' time. But if you're in a hurry and you're pressed for time and you're interested in songwriting, I would suggest 6 and 5 first, because that gives us access to power chords and bar chords. Then string 1, we're going to know that because it's the same as string 6. Then string 2 and 3, and then string 4. The reason for doing strings 3, 2 and 1 is that there is this class of chords that we can play on those strings that sound great and are really useful to songwriters. So you can play the same 4 chords in multiple different positions and they're going to sound great like this. You can also use them for writing little melodies and riffs. So they're really great. I've got another video about them that's coming out soon, and when it's out I will link it back to this one. Honestly though, if you just start at string 6 and go to string 1 and you're consistent, that's going to work too. The main thing is to do it. On guitar it's possible to learn some chords and patterns without really knowing what the notes are and still be able to make some sounds that sound good to you. And so we can get started and even get a certain way down the road without necessarily knowing what the names of the notes are, but it does start holding us back. And it undermines our confidence not knowing exactly what it is that we're doing. Okay, quick recap. Do not try to learn the fretboard simply by staring at it. Doing it the way I've just showed you is going to be much quicker and much more effective. So you're going to take it one string at a time, you're going to get the note words, you're going to find each word on that string, you're going to change strings. You can also have a comparison of how well you know each string depending on how many words you can find in a minute or a given amount of time. If you can find 20 words in a minute on one string and 3 on another, you'll know that that second string needs a little bit more attention to bring it up to the same level as the first one. So it's also a great way of having a metric for how well you know the notes. This has been a more straight-ahead guitar knowledge tutorial, not a songwriting tutorial. Of course, our ability to write songs and play them is connected with how much knowledge we have, so it is related. But if you're ready for a straight songwriting activity, download my free e-guide, 10 creative ways to start writing songs faster, for 10 prompts and activities you can do right now to start generating new ideas for songs. Even if you've got stuff you're working on, it's really helpful having new things in the pipeline. It's nice going from a brand new idea to one that's perhaps a little bit further developed. It's great to try prompts and activities that you don't necessarily do every day. If you've got your own method, adding new activities into that just strengthens it and widens you as a songwriter. So grab that from the link below. Feel free to share this video with anyone who might want a great way to learn the notes on their fretboard. Let me know how you get on, and please feel free to send any of your songwriting queries to me. I'm Deanna de Cabrous from songwritinglessonsonline.com.